guys how to answer some of these questions. This is calculating subnets using binary representation. So, alright, determine if the two hosts are on the same network and choose whether the hosts are on the network or a different network. Pretty easy from the last tutorial, except there's one little additional thing here that you can use to figure this out. Alright, what we're going to look for is, this is pretty much telling me the same information, this and this, right? I mean, it's 24, the CIDR of 24 means that there's 24 bits used for this network, right? And that means over here is the network portion. Well, how I arrive at it is I usually simply take whatever is in this spot, whatever's outside the network, and I subtract it from 256. Well, there's nothing to subtract here, so we know that this network is incremented in 256. So since it's incremented in 256, then that would make these two fall within the same subnet. Okay, so we're going to check same there. If you didn't understand that, just keep following me along and you'll get it. Here we'll look at 224, okay, because that's the network portion. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 256 and subtract 224 from it. Okay, it's going to give me 32. It means that this network has increments of 32. Okay, every 32 increments is another subnet. So if we start at 0 and look here, 0 to 31, because you can't use the last one, are going to be one subnet. 32 to 63 would be another, right? So we can tell just from that right there that these two are on the same network, because 35 and 48 fall within 32 to 63. So let's check that one too. And here, let's look at it again, use our little formula. 256 minus 240, okay, is 16. That means that this subnet has increments of 16. Okay, well, we can tell now if we start from 0 to 15 would be one subnet, which means that that's where that would fall. Then the next one would fall between 16 and 31, and so you get two different subnets right here. Okay, two different networks going on. So they're not. They're on a different network. And for this one, again, 256 minus 248 leaves 8. Okay, and that means this network increments in 8 sections of 8. So this one's a little trickier, because now you gotta go, you gotta count it up. But I mean, if you just skip ahead, you know, 8 times 8 is 64, right? So we can jump ahead to 64. And 64, so 64 to its next increment of 8 would be 64 to 71, and not 72, but 71, because you can't use the last. 64 is counting. You don't use the last one. So 68, between 68 and 71 is one network, and great. Just ignore that. And so you know that these are on different networks too. So check the results. As you can see,